Just we we're back to a new Gumball review, and if y'all it's the last one, go and check it out. And we're back with the next two episodes of season 2 of the wonderfully weird world of Gumball, but overall season 8 of Gumball altogether, counting the other seasons. And we have two, I am not so sure what to say, episodes. Like, yeah, I am not so sure about what to think about these two episodes here that we are going to be going through. Yeah, we start with the first one, and it starts with this show that is going on that Gumball and Darwin is watching, and yeah, NIE spits this water from the noodles onto Gumball's back of the head, and he's getting noodles sprayed back on his face by Nicole, and they're laughing because Gumball is saying about he could do this whole survivalist kind of contest better. And oh my lord, yeah, he rips his clothes off. Yeah, be prepared because this episode is going to have a lot of nudity. Yeah, with Gumball and Darwin naked. Thankfully, we have the pixels, though. The pixels that is censoring. But yeah, Nicole then puts his clothes back on. And she then tells NIEs to come because he's got the sign, Save the Animals, and tells Richard to be a responsible father. You know, he's not going to do it. And yeah, he's trying to figure out what a responsible father would be. And of course, he locks the door, locks his own kid outside in the backyard. And yeah, they're both naked. They are both naked. And they're going to be surviving outside in their backyard. And when they go outside, they're touching the grass. And yeah, they are not liking the feel of it. But Gumball doesn't wear any shoes. He feels grass all the time, and he's acting like this is the worst pain in the world. And the squirrel is laughing at them. And then they're getting swarmed by bees or gnats or something. And Richard is just wondering if this is what a responsible father would actually do. But he is like, yeah, that's especially what they would do. And yeah, they're all soared up. And the squirrel is laughing at them again, and Gumball is trying to go at it, and then slapping Gumball with the pole, and they end up thinking that they hit something, but no, it's just trash. And they get overwhelmed by flies again. And then Richard comes out. Oh Lord, you think he's gonna be naked. But no, he's got his underwear on. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. When I saw that he had no shirt on, I was like, oh Lord, he's gonna get naked too. But nope. I mean, he is slightly naked, but at least he's got underwear on. And he wants to join them. Yeah, for some reason, Richard wants to join them. And the squirrel goes into the house and closes the door. Yep, closes the door. And of course, Richard doesn't have his keys since he is only wearing underwear. And the squirrel is making a mess in the kitchen. And then it's raining. And then it's hailing as well. Hail just starts falling from the sky. Which I do remember, if I do remember exactly, of how it actually feels getting hit by hail. Like, yeah, it is painful. Because, again, it's like tiny golf balls feels of how hard they are. And then the whole shed falls apart. And, yeah, Nicole tells NIEs to do her protest. And, yeah, they get tackled by the police officers. And, yeah, they're have this very poor shelter, and the squirrel has eaten a lot of the food inside. And then these different animals are coming out because of the trash that they realize that is attracting them. And Richard decides to be a responsible parent and starts using his fat to think that they would scare the animals. But no, they start attacking him. But of course, he's too big to be chewed on. And then a moose comes out, a deer or a moose, and starts beating up Richard. And Gumball and Darwin almost about to being attacked, and yeah, they start being attacked, and the door is opened. But then the animals run inside and close the door again. And NIEs and Nicole actually got in prison, and they actually escaped, and they see the animals inside and run outside, and yeah, these faces though. And we see 1 week later, and the animals have took over their house and literally driving, and they're outside eating garbage, and yeah, just destroying stuff as well. Yeah, I don't know what to think about this episode. Probably one of my somewhat least favorites of the season. And then we go to the next one, which is probably another one of my least favorites. Yeah, I hate to say it, but I think these are by far two of my least favorite of this season. Of season two of the Wonderfully Weird World of Gumball, and season eight overall in of the show, the Gumball series. But yeah, it starts with this sock talking to Gumball and Darwin, and yeah, Mr. Small looks depressed, and we say, "Oh my lord!" Like, it looks like the underworld. It looks like they're in the underworld or something. But apparently he's being fired. Yeah, he's being fired. And talking about this lady that replaced him and how demonic, how devious that she is. And got this label weapon as well. And yeah, even packing his own self into the box. And then they decide, those faces though, they decide to go into Principal Brown's office and confront him and tell about Mr. Small. But then they get jumped by the lady and, yeah, get labeled. They get labeled as the title is called. And I I don't know what to say about Gumball in this episode. Yeah, that's probably another reason why I don't really like this episode, is really because of, yeah, the weird things that Gumball does is pretty unhinged, pretty cringe, I would say. And yeah, he's taller and even has high heels like Gumball. And yeah, we they just go to different people like Molly, which of course see Cy and Alan, and then we see Banana Joe and Leslie and Anais and Tobias and Tina, and yeah, Darwin just running from almost getting hit, and Leslie just dropping his food, and Darwin or Gumball, put that away. For real. Put that away. And just doing all these different poses, like, oh my goodness. Like, dang, Gumball. Why'd they have to make Gumball like this, though? Like, all expanded, I guess I could say. And yeah, Tobias is just trying to eat his food, and Banana Joe making it worse. And yeah, Darwin has had enough. And again, enough with the poses. I get it. What they're trying to make Gumball. And yeah, Principal Brown is apparently fired, replaced, and of course they're furious at this lady. And again, enough with the poses. He tries to do something, but yeah, nuh-uh. I'm sorry. And then makes him Principal Brown all old and making him all glitched. And then they see Prince, or they see Mr. Small, and what he says about the labels actually make him all happy, and actually taking the different labels from everybody and sticking it onto Gumball to making him all powerful and having all these powers. And yeah, just we see the lady in the office just talking, and yeah, he comes in and labels her, and yeah, it just ends abrupt basically with her getting blasted out of the school. But yeah, I really don't know about these episodes here. Again, probably two of my least favorite of this season, I would probably say. But yeah, I'd like to know what y'all think. Let me know in the comments below. Get to the next one.